As part of our Green Warrior segment, we speak to the founder of FAE Beauty, which is free and equal beauty. And they're a startup that make vegan, cruelty-free products. And interestingly, the company claims that 70% of their ingredients are safe enough to eat. So let's get on board Karishma Kewalramani, founder of the company. Good to have you on board, Karishma. Now, all over, people are consciously getting more aware about what they consume, where it comes from, and how it affects the rest of the world around them. Today, the back of the bottle of the jar is just as important as what's inside. Now, in light of that, you've launched the cruelty-free makeup brand FAE Beauty. Tell us a little bit more about what a regular lipstick that we use without batting an eyelid actually contains.
So today in the market, we see a lot of different types of lipsticks. We see organic lipsticks, natural lipsticks, and also your traditional lipsticks. So just off the top of my head, in a traditional lipstick, the ingredients can range a long way. And so I can start with just the top of my head. For example, a lot of lipsticks contain tallow. Tallow is animal fat, can be derived from pigs and sometimes even cows. So to a lot of people's surprise, lipsticks can actually be non-vegetarian. In addition to that, we found that lipsticks sometimes even contain lead, a component that we all know is toxic very often. And also parabens. Parabens are a type of chemical preservative that are known to create disruption in your endocrine system. Additionally, we also see a lot of lipsticks today use a pigment called carmine, and carmine is a pigment that's actually derived from a certain type of beetle. So once again, going back to the fact that lipsticks today very often are not vegetarian, not vegan, and create sometimes and contain sometimes ingredients that might not be good enough for you to put into your body.
So, Karishma, are the existing brands actually hiding the ingredients that they use in their makeup? And what about the environment? How harmful is it?
You know, I don't necessarily think it's about hiding ingredients. I think that this is a much larger conversation about consumer choice. I think that today we're moving in a direction where consumers care a lot about what's going into their products, what's going into their bodies, what's going onto their faces. And today we also are fortunate enough to see a lot of different companies that actually care a lot about what's going into their products. So they're being transparent so that consumers are able to have a choice. So like I said, there's a wide variety of companies out there today, some of whom are providing consumers the option to choose conscientiously with their choices of products.
Got it. So now with FAE Beauty, you're hoping to change the way beauty as well is perceived. I understand that the shades range, the range that you have that's been developed, keeping women of color in mind, and then the formulation ensures that all 5 shades complement every skin type or every skin tone. You plan to even pull people into a conversation where we can participate, not just those that fit the traditional notion of beauty. So in today's day and age where we're looking at picture perfect Instagram feeds, I think this assumes a lot of importance. Can you tell us more?
The journey for FAE, which stands for Free and Equal Beauty, is a very personal one for me. I remember growing up and feeling like I wasn't represented in a lot of beauty campaigns that I would see. I felt like beauty was a very, very idealistic and perfect industry, and I wanted to sort of feel connected in more ways than I did. And as I grew older, I realized that I wasn't the first or the only person to feel sort of neglected in this space. And I felt like there was opportunity to bring people into a conversation that they have been sidelined from for a very long time. So that's why the idea of FAE Beauty came about. It's about a larger movement, and we're very proud and happy to be a part of this movement along with several other brands across the world that are moving towards diversity and inclusion, that are focusing on the fact that diversity and inclusion are not buzzwords anymore, but they're about a brand ethos that a brand takes up and tries to make every single decision keeping in mind. At FAE, we believe that beauty is not a formula, it's a feeling, and so we do everything we can to make our community feel beautiful. It's not just a copy-paste sort of situation where each person can just adapt a certain formula and look beautiful or feel beautiful. Everyone has their own definition, and we strongly believe in people being able to express themselves the way they want to, which is why we've decided to take the approach of not using lighting tricks, not using Photoshop, not filtering, editing, photo touching any of our images. Our models are real people, their skin is real, their skin tones are real, and our products are made for real men and women, whoever the users of our products might be.
All right. Now, tell us a little bit more then, Karishma, about the ingredients you use. I understand that 70% of them are safe enough to eat.
So the thought process of this came about because I was chatting one day with one of our R&D scientists, and we were trying to figure out what sort of components that we wanted to see in our product. And the realization that a product should be good enough to eat if it's going into your body was something that was pretty obvious, but surprisingly not something that too many people think about. If you're putting lipstick on your lips, you're ingesting it, and women across the world ingest several pounds of lipstick throughout their lifetime. So we thought, why not use ingredients that are actually safe enough to go into your body and not just onto your body? So we try to do our best and incorporate as many food grade certified ingredients in our products as possible. In addition to that, we also make sure that our raw materials are eco-certified. This means that they are either derived from an ecologically sustainable source, or they are derived in a way that is environmentally sustainable. So we're trying to be very conscientious with our decisions and allowing consumers and our community to have a choice when they make a purchase at FAE.
So finally, Karishma, have you looked at any fundraising? Are you in talks with investors? What's your growth plan for the business? And how do you plan to expand to different product categories?
So fundraising is definitely on our radar. We are actively seeking out investors right now. We're in talks with some angel networks as well as some venture capitalists to raise a seed fund. So far, we've been bootstrapped and funded by family and friends, which has been great. But for the kind of vision that we have and the kind of hopes that we have for this community, we need a cash inflow to go the long way. We have a lot of products in the pipeline right now, developing as we speak. We hope to bring new and innovative products to the market every single time. And for FAE, we have a vision that we're not just the type of brand to bring another Me Too product to market, another eyeshadow or another lipstick. With every product that we bring to market, we want to be innovative, we want to challenge the status quo, and we want to give consumers the types of products that they wish existed in their vanity cases.
All right, wishing you all the very best. Thanks very much, Karishma, for joining in on our Green Warrior segment. Free and equal beauty.